Hi friends, I am Ranveer Singh from Fundamental Research Desk of Sharekhan. This is to give you a Pharma Q1 FY14 result preview. We believe that the pharma universe, which constitute 10 prominent companies in Indian pharma, will record around 23.3% revenue growth on aggregated basis during this quarter. The growth would be mainly driven by formulation exports to Europe and US. The revenue growth during the quarter was mainly led by Aurobindo Pharma, Glenmark Pharma, which are expected to have a strong growth in US and European markets. However, the Indian formulation business is likely to see a slower growth of around 7% on aggregated basis, mainly due to pricing issues that has given de-stocking, that has led de-stocking by most of the traders, and that would be impacting performance of most of the players. Our CRAMS business, that is contract research and manufacturing services business, that will be a bit better during this quarter, which is expected to grow by around 19% on aggregated basis, mainly because Divi's Laboratories DSN stage facility would be operational in this quarter, which had a little disturbance in sequential previous quarter. However, in the case of Dishman Pharma, joint venture business of Cadila Healthcare and Tonent Pharma, the growth would be moderate from CRAMS business. Operating profit margin of most of the players would fall during this quarter, except in case of Aurobindo and Lupin. None of the players is likely to report expansion in margins. On overall basis, the operating profit margin is likely to decline by around 225 basis point year on year. The sharpest fall would be in case of Cipla, which had exclusivity supply of Lexapro to Teva during previous corresponding quarter. That benefit would not be available in this quarter. In case of Sun Pharma, which had exclusivity sales or short period sales for Lipodox in US in previous corresponding quarter, that benefit would not be available in this quarter, and so the Sun Pharma would also see a fall in operating profit margin. We see in case of Dishman Pharma also, the operating profit margin would fall significantly, mainly due to higher base in corresponding previous quarter. During this quarter, the effective tax rate would be a little higher for most of the players because the benefits available to export-oriented units and the partnership-based manufacturing units would not be available during this quarter. So we believe on aggregated basis, the effective tax rate should be in the range of 20 to 23%, and that will restrict the profit growth to around 13% for our inverse. However, the earning growth would be mainly led by Aurobindo Pharma, which is likely to see 97.7% Y-on-Y growth. That would be followed by Lupin, which will record around 48% Y-on-Y growth, and Glenmark Pharma, which will record around 28% Y-on-Y growth during this quarter. Cipla would see a 18.5% decline in net profit, mainly because of absence of benefits available on Lexapro, which was available during previous corresponding quarter. We remain positive on the sector. We believe that our universe will record a revenue CAGR of around 17.5% and profit CAGR of around 19.3% during FY14 and 15. The growth would be mainly led by uptick in base business of key players, currency benefits, and the key launches in US and European markets. The Sharekhan universe is trading in line with BSE Healthcare Index. So we see that on average basis, our pharma universe is trading at around 21.7 times and 17.5 times earnings for FY14 and FY15, which is in line with BSE Healthcare Index, which is trading around 20.9 times and 17.6 times FY14 and FY15 earnings. Among our universe, Aurobindo Pharma, Lupin, and Sun Pharma is likely to be outperforming among peers. The most of these players, that is Aurobindo, Lupin, and Sun Pharma, would record a strong growth in US market and European market. However, the domestic market would continue to be weaker for most of these players. Cadila Healthcare, although will not perform stronger during this quarter, we believe the subsequent quarter will be much stronger for Cadila because a lot of products are awaiting US FDA approvals, and we believe that approvals will start coming during Q2 FY14. We have positive outlook on this sector. That's all from my side. Thank you.